What if I told you that some of the smartest people in America will never become wealthy? Not because they lack talent, not because they aren't educated, not because they don't work hard, but because they believe intelligence alone is enough. Think about it. Have you ever met someone with multiple degrees, incredible knowledge, and endless potential, yet they're still struggling to pay bills, trapped in a job they hate, and wondering why success never seems to find them? Then you see someone with less education, fewer advantages, and average intelligence building businesses, creating wealth, and living the life everyone dreams about. Why does that happen? The answer may challenge everything you've ever believed about success. The truth is, intelligence can become your greatest strength or your greatest obstacle. The very mind that gives you the ability to solve complex problems can also convince you to overthink every opportunity, fear every risk, and wait for a perfect moment that never arrives. While you're planning, someone else is taking action. While you're searching for certainty, someone else is building a future. In today's message, you're going to discover the hidden habits and mindset patterns that quietly keep brilliant people poor, while others with less knowledge create extraordinary wealth. These lessons have transformed countless lives. And if you stay with me until the very end, you may recognize the one belief that has been holding you back without you even realizing it. This is more than a speech about money. It's about unlocking the mindset that separates dreamers from achievers, employees from creators, and ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. So stay with me, because the next few minutes could change the way you think about success forever. Knowledge is one of the greatest gifts a person can possess, but knowledge alone has never created wealth. Every day, millions of intelligent people read books, attend seminars, earn degrees, and gather valuable information. Yet their financial lives remain unchanged. Why? Because information has no power until it is transformed into consistent action. Too many people convince themselves they need one more course, one more certification, or one more perfect strategy before taking the first step. Meanwhile, someone with far less knowledge but far more courage begins, learns through experience, adjusts after every mistake, and steadily moves closer to success. The marketplace does not reward what you know. It rewards the value you create through action. Ideas locked inside your mind produce nothing until they are tested in the real world. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, or leader once stood exactly where you are now, uncertain and unprepared. They did not wait until fear disappeared or every answer became clear. They trusted that action would teach them what books never could. Progress comes from movement, not perfection. Every small decision, every calculated risk, and every lesson gained through experience becomes another brick in the foundation of lasting wealth, proving that execution will always outperform endless preparation and unused intelligence. One of the greatest traps intelligent people fall into is overthinking. Their minds are powerful enough to imagine every possible outcome, every hidden risk, and every reason something might fail. While careful planning has value, endless analysis often becomes a prison that prevents progress. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect market, the perfect business idea, or the perfect moment to begin. But perfection is an illusion. Every successful person has stepped into uncertainty without having every answer. The difference is that they understood action creates clarity, while hesitation creates regret. Opportunities rarely announce themselves twice. They reward those who are willing to act before every detail is guaranteed. The longer you delay, the more confidence fades and fear grows stronger. Meanwhile, someone with less knowledge but greater determination is already learning through experience, correcting mistakes, building valuable relationships, and gaining momentum that cannot be taught in a classroom. Success is not reserved for those who think the longest. It belongs to those who make wise decisions, act boldly, and improve along the way. Every great achievement begins with an imperfect first step, because the road to wealth is discovered by moving forward, adapting quickly, embracing lessons from failure, and refusing to let endless thinking become the reason your greatest opportunities disappear. One of the greatest ironies in life is that fear often wears the mask of intelligence. Smart people are exceptionally skilled at finding logical reasons to delay their dreams, convincing themselves they are simply being practical, but in reality, they are protecting themselves from the possibility of failure. They calculate every risk, imagine every obstacle, and prepare detailed explanations for why the timing is not right. These reasons sound wise, but beneath them is a quiet fear of rejection, loss, criticism, or disappointment. Fear becomes dangerous when it disguises itself as common sense because it feels justified. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Successful people ask, what if I never try? Every breakthrough in history requires someone to move beyond certainty and trust their ability to learn along the way. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is one of its greatest teachers. Every mistake reveals a lesson that no classroom can provide. The people who build extraordinary lives are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear make their decisions. They understand that courage is acting despite uncertainty, knowing that confidence grows through action, rather than waiting for perfect assurance, and that every challenge overcome strengthens both character and the mindset required to achieve lasting wealth. Many intelligent people spend their lives pursuing security, believing that a stable paycheck is the highest form of financial success. They work hard, earn promotions, and become experts in their professions, yet they remain dependent on trading time for money. This is the difference between employee thinking and wealth thinking. Employee thinking asks, how can I earn more? Wealth thinking asks, how can I create value that continues to earn even when I am not working? Truly successful people understand that income alone does not create financial freedom. Assets, investments, businesses, valuable skills, and multiple streams of income are what build lasting wealth. Instead of spending every dollar they earn, they make their money work for them. They focus on ownership rather than dependence, creation rather than consumption, and long-term growth rather than short-term comfort. This shift in mindset changes every financial decision because it transforms money from something that is merely earned into something that is strategically multiplied. The wealthiest individuals do not simply chase bigger paychecks. They build systems that generate value repeatedly over time. Once you begin thinking like an owner instead of only a worker, your opportunities expand, your confidence grows, your financial vision becomes larger than your next paycheck, and your habits begin aligning with lasting prosperity. Your financial reality is deeply connected to the image you hold of yourself. Long before wealth appears in your bank account, it must first exist in your mind as something you genuinely believe you are capable of creating and deserving. Many intelligent people unknowingly place invisible limits on their success because they see themselves as employees instead of creators, followers instead of leaders, or survivors instead of builders. No matter how much knowledge they gain, or how many opportunities they receive, they continue making decisions that match this internal identity. Your subconscious constantly works to keep your life consistent with the story you tell yourself. If you believe wealth is only for other people, you will hesitate when opportunities appear. If you believe you are capable of creating value on a greater scale, you will approach challenges with confidence and persistence. Changing your financial future begins with changing the standards you accept for yourself. Speak with confidence, think with abundance, and make decisions that reflect the person you are becoming rather than the person you have always been. Every successful habit strengthens this new identity, and over time your actions, beliefs, and results begin working together, allowing your income, influence, and opportunities to rise until they match the powerful vision you have chosen to embrace. Talent and intelligence can open doors, but persistence is what keeps them open. Throughout history, countless highly gifted individuals have fallen short of their potential because they gave up after facing rejection, criticism, or temporary defeat. At the same time, ordinary people with unwavering determination have achieved extraordinary success simply because they refuse to quit. The difference is not always skill or education. It is the willingness to continue and progress till slow and results are invisible. Every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience, discipline, and character. Those who persist understand that setbacks are not signs to stop, but signals to adapt, improve, and move forward with greater wisdom. They do not measure success by a single failure or one difficult season. Instead, they remain focused on the bigger vision, trusting that every effort compounds over time. Persistence transforms small daily actions into remarkable achievements because consistency creates momentum that occasional bursts of motivation never can. While others abandon their dreams at the first obstacle, persistent individuals keep taking one more step, making one more attempt, and learning one more lesson. Eventually, what once seemed impossible becomes reality, not because they were the smartest people in the room, but because they stayed committed long after everyone else decided to walk away from the journey. Here's a powerful conclusion you can use for your speech. As we come to the end of this message, remember one truth that can change your life forever. Being smart is never the guarantee of becoming wealthy. The world is full of brilliant minds that never reach their potential because they allowed fear, overthinking, comfort, and self-doubt to control their decisions. At the same time, countless ordinary people have built extraordinary lives because they chose courage over excuses, action over hesitation, and persistence over quitting. Your future will not be determined by your IQ, your education, or your background. It will be determined by the choices you make every single day. Every decision to act instead of delay, every lesson learned from failure, every habit you build, And every challenge you overcome is shaping the person you are becoming. Wealth is not simply about money. It is about developing the mindset, discipline, confidence, and resilience that allows success to become a natural result of who you are. So starting today, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop believing that you need to know everything before you begin. Take the first step with confidence. Trust your ability to learn, adapt, and grow. Remember, opportunities rarely belong to the smartest person in the room. They belong to the one who is willing to move while others are still thinking. I truly believe that your greatest chapter has not been written yet. The dream you've been carrying, the goals you've been postponing, and the success you've been hoping for are all waiting on one decision, your decision to begin. I wish you strength when life tests you, courage when fear tries to stop you, wisdom to make the right choice, and persistence to keep moving forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. May every setback become a lesson, every challenge become an opportunity, and every day bring you one step closer to the life you deserve. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me today. If this message inspired you, encouraged you, or helped you see your potential in a new way, don't let it end here. Join our growing community by following Mind Wealth Theory, where we share powerful motivational stories, success principles, and life-changing mindset lessons designed to help you unlock your true potential and create the future you've always dreamed of. Keep believing, keep growing, keep taking action. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Good luck, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next inspiring message.